Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Vela 5-arm chandelier. This is the 10-5045. It's also a beautiful matching wall sconce. Check that out if you get a chance. People absolutely love that sconce. So this chandelier can be used in all kinds of different applications. It's very versatile. People will use this in very modern applications, and they'll probably use a brighter finish. So something like vintage platinum, maybe something like soft gold. If you want to use this in a transitional application, let's say you're putting this in an older home, maybe you're putting this in a log home or a rustic home, maybe up in the mountains, then I would probably do a finish that's a little darker, maybe a dark smoke or a bronze. But you can really do some great things with this, and people absolutely love these Vela pieces. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 19.4 inches from the bottom of the fixture to where the chain starts at that loop right at the top, and then 30.3 inches in diameter. It is going to be shipping with a couple things. So it's going to be shipping with 15 feet of wire to begin with, and that's pretty much a lot of wire if you need to swag this, or you're going to go up to like a 2-story. If you need more than 15 feet of wire, drop us a quick email and tell us what you're looking for, and we can get a custom quote on that for you. It's also going to be shipping with 36 inches of chain. So chain opens very easily using what's called a chain separating tool. You can pick them up on Amazon, but most likely your electrician will have one anyway. And there's a little seam hiding right there, and it'll open and close that for you. It's also going to be shipping with this. This is a canopy. This is going to go over your 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have up in your ceiling. Canopy is going to be a 5-inch. Covers that beautifully. You don't have to worry about this. And the chain and the canopy are going to be in the same finish in the Choose Your Finish pull-down menu that you saw there. This is a very light fixture. It is not heavy at all. No weight restriction on it. And it is slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees because here's your 45 and gravity is just going to make it come straight down. Okay. So in addition to that custom thing about the wire, if you guys are looking for this to be larger than 30.3 or smaller than 30.3, maybe with more arms, maybe with less arms, same deal. Drop us a quick email, tell us what you're looking for, and I can send that through the customs department for them to see, and then we can get a quote for you. Let's talk about glass really quick. It's going to be using Hubbardton Forge's hand-blown glass. So one of the glass options is going to be crystal clear, okay, very clear and very beautiful. The other one's going to be a sandblasted one, and that's going to be opaque. So remember, if you're going to be using the clear one, you're going to be able to see a bulb. So you want to put in a bulb that you find aesthetically pleasing, and I kind of find this frosted flame tip to be something like that. But if you're doing the opaque glass, this one, it doesn't matter what you put in because it's going to totally hide it. You're not going to see anything going on in there as these things roll around here. So anyway, why don't we move on and talk about a couple other things. I want to show you the install instruction sheet really quick because it's going to kind of show you how it goes together, and it's really just putting the chain on, putting it on the canopy, that kind of thing, and putting your glass in. There's a couple little rubber retaining pieces here, these little rings that are going to kind of hold it in place. So to show you all that, we're going to look at the install instructions really quickly. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations, instructions, PDF. Open that up for me. It is going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you your glass. It's going to show you your canopy and your chain. It's going to have those little rubber O-rings that are going to go on your glass. But it's going to show you some detailed drawings of this, the inside of your canopy, and how it goes over your 4-inch junction box. So take advantage of those if you guys get a chance to do that. Why don't we talk about sockets on this? It's going to be using what's called a Type B socket, and that's the smaller chandelier one we all grew up with, the little guy. And very simple to get the bulbs for this. So if you want to stick with incandescent, which this is, you can go up to 60 watts in each of these sockets, and you have 5 sockets, don't forget. So, but if you want to go LED, and I think you should, a lot of people do, then you can do that same thing. So LED, the only limit is, can I get the bulb into the glass? And most of them are going to go in. Almost all of them are going to go in. This is a torpedo. These come in flame tip. That's pretty much it for the types of those that are going to make it in there. I've found these in all kinds of different ways. So generally, if you've got 5 of these, you're probably going to be looking more out in the world for like a 40-watt equivalent LED or a 60-watt equivalent LED. That's going to give you more than enough light to light an entire room and your table or your island or whatever you're putting this over. This is also good in a foyer too, or stairway, just FYI. The other thing is they're going to offer these to you, and oh, you know what? This bulb also, I found this up to a 75-watt equivalent on Amazon. So just don't worry that you're not going to get enough light out of this. You've got 5 of these sockets. 75 watt equivalent, if you need it, is out there for you. They're going to offer these bulbs to you in all kinds of different ways. 2700 Kelvin is going to be super yellow, like a setting sun. They're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight, which sounds like sunlight, like it should be warm, but it's not warm. That's that colder kind of convenience store light, like an overcast day, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. And they'll list all these things online or on the box when you're in a store, because you can find these at, like, my grocery store sells these bulbs in Vermont. Ace Hardware, any drugstore you can get them at, all the hardware stores and home centers, so don't worry about not being able to get bulbs. It's super easy. But what we like to use in our showroom is called warm white, soft white, and that mimics an incandescent bulb. Remember this guy, incandescent from our past? So that's what we like to use in here, and that's going to be 3,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale, and I talk about this in every video. So light coming down from above us is 3,000 Kelvin. That's what's nicely bathing this. Most people think this is incandescent light, but it's not. And that's going to be warm white, soft white. So when you're out there looking around, I would probably hit like a Home Depot or a Lowe's just to make it easy. Pick up a bunch of these bulbs. You can pick them up in clear. You can pick them up in frosted. It is a dimmable fixture, so the very important thing is get it in the color temperature that you want, like that warm white, soft white 3000K or whatever, and then make sure it says dimmable on the box. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton forged fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton forged. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton forged doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.